Hi everybody, welcome to Crafternoon. This week we're going to be looking at the story Trashy Town by Andrea Zimmerman and David Clemencia, and is illustrated by Dan Yacarino. This is a story about Mr. Gilly, the local trash man, and his route that he goes on every week. Mr. Gilly is a trash man, and he drives this really awesome, great big blue trash truck through town. But before he does that, he wakes up in the morning, eats his breakfast, puts on his heavy gloves to protect his hands, climbs into his truck, starts it, and then starts driving around the community on his route looking for trash. His first stop is the school. Now you can see the kids are waving at him. He's such a friendly guy. He picks up the trash there, dumps it into the truck. The truck smashes it down, and then he begins to drive around Trashy Town. Do you think his truck is full of trash? No, it is not. His next stop is the local park. And we love to have our parks nice and clean. So everybody in the community throws their trash into the trash bins at the park. And Mr. Gilly is the one that comes along and empties them for us. He dumps it into the truck, smashes it down, and then drives around Trashy Town. Do you think the truck is full yet? No, it is not. He makes stops at the local pizza parlor. He stops at the doctor's office. He stops at where do you think this is? With a Dalmatian and a red truck? The fire department. They have trash there. He drives down all the streets in Trashy Town and empties all the trash into the trash truck, dumps it, smashes it, and drives around. Is the truck full yet? Yes, it is. Mr. Gilly has cleaned up the whole town. Mr. Gilly drives the full trash truck all the way out to the city dump, and he goes up the hill, and then the trash comes down out of the truck. He dumped it in, smashed it down. I love to clean up Trashy Town, said Mr. Gilly. He turns off the key, he takes off his gloves, and then he goes home. Now there's only one more thing to clean up, friends. What do you think that is? Yep, it is. It's Mr. Gilly. He's done working for the day, so he needs to take a bath. Well, thanks for listening to the summary of our story. This is a great book. Now we're going to move on to our craft, but before we do, I just want to remind you that if you would like to post a picture of your craft on our original Facebook post by midnight Sunday, July 16th, you don't have to be in the picture. It can be just your craft if you would like. Our computer will randomly select a winner on Monday morning to win a copy of the book and this really awesome recycling truck. So let's get started with the craft. You're going to need your craft kit, some scissors, and you might want some crayons or markers as well. Okay, well, the first step after you get your craft kit opened is to grab your blue piece of paper. That's going to be our background for our trash truck. And you have a few pieces of green and black paper in your kit. The first one we're going to use is the larger rectangle of green paper. So we're going to take that and we're going to cut a little angle. This is going to be the back end of our trash truck. So it's going to look like this. Next, we're going to use the other green triangle, and it's a little larger than what you need, but I wanted you to have some extra just in case. So I'm going to make the front end of my trash truck. So I'm going to kind of measure and see that I need about a rectangle this size. And again, there's a little extra in case you need it. So this is going to be the front of our trash truck. Next, we're going to take our black paper, and you can cut off another small rectangle, and we're going to cut this small enough to make the front windshield for our trash truck. So I think this should look pretty good. I think I'm going to go a little smaller, actually. I'm going to go like this for mine. Okay. And then with our leftover black paper, I'm going to make some wheels. And so I'm going to take a piece about this big, fold it in half, and then you can either use a pencil or crayon and draw on a circle. And if I fold it in half, I'm going to be able to cut 2 wheels at once. And I'm not too worried about my wheels being exactly perfect. If they're not, it might look like the truck is moving right along. So this will be our wheels. And so I'm kind of happy with the way that looks. I'm going to go ahead and glue everything down. So I have my glue stick and I'm going to glue all of my parts down. And then we'll work on the trash. So first I'm going to glue down the back of my truck, then the cab of my truck, my windshield, if you've ever looked at the trash trucks, they have really large windows in them, so the trash truck drivers can see everything they need to see. My wheels, and wheels. So there I have my trash truck. Looking pretty good. So next in your packet, you have a baggie full of all different kinds of colors and sizes of tissue paper. So what I'm going to have you do is take a piece of tissue paper and kind of crumble it up, and you can rub it on your glue and then smush it down on the back. And so this is going to give you the look of trash in the back of your trash truck. And so you've got quite a few pieces in there, and you can kind of put whatever you want. You know, if you're creating this at home, which obviously you guys are, maybe you have some old newspaper or something. So you could even put some bits of old newspaper squashed up back there to make it look like there's some newspaper in the back. But as we all know, if you had newspaper, you could send that to the recycling, and the recycler truck would come. So with this truck being green, it could either be a trash truck or it could be the recycling truck. So maybe this is our recycler truck picking up things. So again, with this craft, you can post your finished product onto our Facebook page by midnight Sunday night for a chance to win that really awesome book and little recycling truck. So here we are. This is our craft for this week. Thank you so much for crafting with us. We hope to see you down at the library. Enjoy your day.